Imagine your heart is a well, a deep, generous, and life-giving well. For years, people have come to you for its water. When they were thirsty with sadness, you let them drink. When they were parched with anxiety, you offered them comfort. When they needed to cleanse their own wounds, you gave them your time, your energy, your empathy, your presence. You have nourished gardens, you have quenched fires, you have filled the cups of everyone around you, and you have done it so consistently, for so long that everyone, including you, has come to believe that your well is infinite. But lately, something has changed. When people approach, you feel a flicker of resentment. When they lower their bucket, the sound of the rope grates on your nerves. Their thirst starts to feel like a demand. Their neediness feels like a threat. And then you feel the guilt. You think, what is wrong with me? Am I becoming a bitter, unkind, hateful person? The well is now empty, and when people come expecting water, all you can offer them is the hollow, echoing sound of dry stone. That sound, that echo of emptiness, is what you have been mislabeling as hatred. This is for the person who thinks they are starting to hate everyone, the one who feels a surge of irritation at the thought of a social gathering, the one who fantasizes about moving to a remote cabin. Far away from the demands of humanity, the one who feels a cynical anger bubbling up when faced with the small talk and petty dramas of the world. I am here to offer you a new story, a truer one. You do not hate people. You are emotionally exhausted. You are not a bad person. You are a depleted one. Let's be clear, this is not just being tired. This is a state of profound emotional and physiological depletion. It is a burnout of the soul. You have been giving out emotional currency from an account that has not been replenished, and you are now deeply, critically overdrawn. The irritability, the cynicism, the desire to withdraw, these are not character flaws. They are the desperate, frantic notifications from your nervous system, screaming insufficient funds. They are the final protective measures of a system that is trying to prevent a total collapse. This exhaustion has many roots, and they often intertwine. The first is compassion fatigue. If you are an empathetic person, you don't just hear your friends' problems. You feel them, you absorb their anxiety, you carry their grief, you sit with them in their darkness. This is a beautiful, powerful gift. But empathy is not an infinite resource. It consumes a tremendous amount of energy. Think of it like a muscle. If you use it constantly without rest, without recovery, it will eventually tear. When you reach a state of compassion fatigue, your brain, in a desperate act of self-preservation, starts to shut down your empathy circuits. It has to. The cost of feeling everyone else's pain has become too high, so you numb out. You become detached. A friend's crisis, which once would have elicited deep compassion, now registers as an annoyance. This isn't because you stopped caring. It's because your capacity to care is so exhausted. Your system has gone into protective shutdown. The second route is boundary burnout. For many of us, especially those who were parentified as children or taught that our needs were a burden, saying no feels like a declaration of war. We have porous, undefined boundaries. We say yes to the extra project at work. We say yes to the friend who needs to talk for 2 hours late at night. We say yes to social events we have no energy for. Every yes when our body is screaming no is a small act of self-abandonment. It asks a message to ourselves that our own need for rest and peace is less important than someone else's desire or demand. This creates a deep, simmering resentment. But because we feel guilty for feeling it, we don't direct it at the person we said yes to. We project it outward, onto humanity as a whole. The world starts to feel like a place full of endlessly demanding people, when in fact, we have simply forgotten how to be a good gatekeeper for our own precious energy. The third source is performance exhaustion. So much of modern life requires a performance of being the cheerful customer service voice, the engaged, attentive colleague in a meeting, the supportive, easygoing partner, the witty, charming friend at a dinner party. We wear these masks, and when we have ample energy, the performance can even be enjoyable. But when your well is dry, holding up these masks is excruciating. It feels like you are being asked to run a marathon on a broken leg. The anger you feel isn't at the people themselves. It's at the gap between how you are forced to appear and how you actually feel. You start to hate social gatherings because you hate the exhausting performance they require of you. The desire for solitude is a desperate craving to finally let the mask fall. To be in a space where you don't have to perform for anyone, where you can finally just be in your own authentic state of exhaustion. And for many, The fourth root is a chronically overwhelmed nervous system. If you have a history of trauma, instability, or simply grew up in a chaotic environment, your nervous system may be wired for hypervigilance. Social interaction, for you, is not a neutral activity. It is a high-alert operation. You are subconsciously scanning for threats, reading micro-expressions, monitoring tones of voice, trying to anticipate conflict or rejection. This is incredibly taxing. It consumes a massive amount of metabolic and emotional resources. What looks like a relaxed conversation to others is, for your system, a complex threat assessment mission. So when you hit your limit, the desire to withdraw isn't just a preference. It is a physiological imperative. Your brain and body need to retreat to a place of absolute quiet and safety, to finally power down, to stop scanning, to simply rest from the exhausting work of feeling unsafe in the world. So if you see yourself in this story, if you feel that hollow echo in your own well, the first step is to stop calling it hatred. Drop the shame. You are not becoming a monster. You are a human being who has given too much for too long. Without enough replenishment, your system is not failing you. It is trying to save you. This state of misanthropic exhaustion is a message, a desperate, vital, and loving message from the deepest part of you. And the message is this: please, rest. I cannot hold the weight of the world anymore. I need to come home to myself. Healing from this does not mean forcing yourself to be more social, more outgoing, or nicer. That would be like trying to fix an overdrawn bank account by writing more checks. The healing is in the replenishment. It is in the sacred and radical act of giving to yourself with the same ferocity with which you have given to others. It means you must consciously and deliberately begin to pour water back into your own well. What does that look for you? It might be solitude, not the lonely kind, but the nourishing, chosen kind. It might be time in nature, where the trees and the sky ask nothing of you. It might be losing yourself in music, in art, in a book, in a craft that allows your mind to be quiet. You must identify what replenishes you and guard that time with your life. It is not a luxury. It is a medical necessity for a depleted soul. It means you must become a student of the Holy Word. No, a no to a request you don't have the energy for is a profound yes to your own. Well-being, it will feel uncomfortable, selfish, and wrong at first. This is the sign of a lifetime of conditioning. But every time you say a gentle, firm no, you are repairing a leak in your well. You are teaching yourself and others that you are a person with finite resources, not a public utility. It means giving yourself permission to be authentically unavailable, to not answer the phone, to cancel plans, to disappoint people. You must let go of the role of the infinite well, the ever-strong one, and allow yourself to be a human being who is sometimes tired, sometimes empty, sometimes just done. In doing so, you give the people who truly love you the opportunity to see the real you. Not just the role you play, you give them a chance to offer you a cup of water for a change. You do not hate people, you hate the exhaustion. You hate the performance, you hate the feeling of being drained. You are not angry at the world. You are angry that your own needs have been placed last for so long. This is your turning point, a loving intervention from your own body and spirit. Listen to it. Honor the message. Turn inward. Fill your own well until the water is so high, so clear, so abundant, that what spills over the edges is once again a gift you can freely give, not a debt you are forced to pay. If you have ever felt this way, you are not alone. It's the unspoken pain of the givers, the feelers, the strong ones. If you feel comfortable, share one small thing that helps replenish your well in the comments below. And if this message felt like a cup of water for you today, please subscribe to continue the journey. Be gentle with yourself. The world can wait, your soul cannot.